You ever look at someone in the middle of total chaos and just wonder, how are they so calm? It's not like they're immune to pressure. No, it's something deeper. It's because their past struggles have actually built something incredible inside them. So let's get into it. Let's explore this architecture of calm and figure out how tough times can create this amazing kind of strength. Wow, this quote, it just hits different, doesn't it? If that sentence just made something click for you, it's probably because you've actually lived it. And listen, this isn't some poetic, fluffy idea. It's a real thing. That feeling you have that you're just built differently now, that's the hidden armor we're going to break down. So, this hidden armor, what is it really? Well, picture this invisible shield, right? But it wasn't just given to you. Nope. It was forged, literally hammered into shape by the fires of everything you've been through. It's the reason you can stand your ground when things get shaky, when other people might be falling apart. It's about turning that old pain into your biggest source of power right now.
And I really want you to hear this part. This is not just you trying to find a silver lining or, putting a positive spin on things. It's a psychological reality. Science actually backs you up here. For people who have been through major challenges, this kind of resilience is a real, measurable thing. Your strength isn't just in your head, it's recognized.
Okay, so let's take this a step further. We're moving past the idea of just a defensive shield, right? This is about an active strength. It's a secret superpower. And it's totally counterintuitive, isn't it? The very things that felt like they were going to destroy you actually ended up giving you this incredible, almost unfair advantage. Right about now, you might be thinking, hold on a second. That period of my life felt like a wrecking ball, not a construction site. And you know what? That is a totally fair point. So how? How can something that felt so absolutely damaging turn into a source of strength? Well, the science behind it is actually pretty fascinating. All right, this is where we get into the really cool stuff. Your resilience, it's not magic, it's psychology. There are two big ideas that really explain how your brain literally rewired itself to get stronger through all that hardship. They're called stress inoculation and post-traumatic growth. First, let's talk about stress inoculation. The easiest way to think about it is like a vaccine, but for stress. Every time you dealt with a tough but manageable problem, you are basically giving your brain a tiny dose of that stress virus. Your mind learned how to fight it off, building up antibodies, so to speak. So that insane project deadline you survived 5 years ago, that was training. It was preparing you for the much bigger crisis that you handled with ease today. You were getting ready without even realizing it. And then there's the second piece, post-traumatic growth. The key word here is growth. This isn't just about bouncing back to who you were before. No way. This is about positive change happening because of the struggle. It's finding new ways of looking at the world, a deeper appreciation for life, a sense of personal strength you literally could not have developed any other way. So now that we have these two big ideas, we can do something really, really powerful. We can start to reframe your past. We can look back, not at a history of scars, but at the actual blueprint that built the person you are today. It's about making a conscious choice to see your story through a new lens. And this slide just lays it out perfectly. On one side, you've got the common way of thinking, my past struggles are a source of pain, maybe even weakness. But on the other side, you have this new perspective. No, that struggle is the foundation for my strength. It's the difference between seeing a pile of rubble and seeing the building materials for a fortress. I want you to really let this one sink in for a second. Your experiences, they weren't just things that happened to you. It was your training ground. It was your gym. Every single challenge was like a workout. Every setback was a lesson from your coach. You weren't just surviving, my friend. You were training. You were building the mental and emotional muscle that you have today. And all of that, it leads to this, your personal, one-of-a-kind architecture of calm. It's a structure built from all that stress inoculation, all that post-traumatic growth, all that reframing. It's your foundation, and it was built piece by sometimes painful piece into something that is truly unshakable. And here's where the rubber meets the road. This is why a situation that sends everyone else into a full-blown panic might barely make you blink. Your internal alarm system, your whole definition of chaos, has been recalibrated. What's a 10 on the stress scale for someone else might be a 4 for you because you've seen a 12. That calm you have, it's rare, and it is incredibly powerful. All right, so let's just do a quick rundown. The big takeaways here are, First, those past struggles built you a hidden armor. Second, this is real science. We're talking stress inoculation and post-traumatic growth. Third, growth can and does come directly from the tough stuff. And finally, and this is the big one, you can reframe that past pain as the very foundation of your calm today.
So we'll leave you with this question. Now that you understand where this strength comes from, now that you can give it a name, it's not just a scar anymore, is it? It's a tool. It's a superpower. You can use it on purpose. So the question is, now that you know its name, how are you going to wield your hidden armor?